Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang was born in Kannur, a city in Kerala, in a middle-class family on 9th May 1879. He became an orphan at a tender age and came down to Bombay to seek employment when he was just around 13 years of age. He got an opening in the merchant navy as seaman and rose to the rank of a Serang. During the First World War, from 1914 to 1918, the clouds of war engulfed many countries and resulted in more work on the same salaries for the seafarers working on merchant navy ships. In the year 1915, Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang, who was a Serang on board the anchor line ship Alicia, spearheaded an agitation of seafarers on board. This resulted in an unprecedented increase of 5% in the wages. This was the first situation of its kind, which resulted in the increase of salaries for the seafarers. In the year 1919, Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang again spearheaded an agitation on board the ship Kaisar-e-Hind. Under his leadership, the seafarers on board the ship went on strike, and the ship was berthed in Bombay for 4 days. The only demand was increase in wages and a life of dignity. This was the first strike ever by the Indian seafarers. In the First World War, during 1914 to 1919, more than 17,000 seafarers suffered financial and physical losses. It is on record that amongst these seafarers were more than 2,223 who lost their lives serving in the Royal Navy. Those who survived were given financial assistance by the British government. In 1921, the British government stopped giving the survivors of the First World War any financial aid. Under the leadership of Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang, the matter was taken up with the British government. A resolution was passed in 1928 at the Trade Union Congress demanding war compensation for such seafarers. This resulted in an ordinance passed by the British government dated 5th April 1929 accepting the demand and continued the financial assistance till 1931 and thereafter till 1933 so that seafarers or their legal heirs get the financial assistance. The amount of compensation which all the seafarers received was near rupees 16 lakhs. During his service, Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang observed the hardships and injustice done to the Indian seafarers, the most backward and tortured class of labor at that time in the labor movement. He started agitating and decided to form a union to fight for the benefit of seafarers. He agitated for the approval of the Charter of Demands in favor of the seafarers. He was recognized as an authority on the issues concerning seafarers and was nominated by the British government on the Clough Committee in 1922. He was one of the few trade union leaders who was a worker himself. He felt the pain and the sufferings of the seafarers himself. Thus, he was in a better position to understand their problems and put all his efforts to solve the same. Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang was also the member of the Board of Trustees of the Bombay Port Trust. The achievements of the seafarers was largely due to the personal charisma and dedication of Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang. Shri Serang realized that the movement has to be taken on a higher platform. He decided to give the seafarers movement a proper structure of a strong trade union organization. In the year 1926, Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang established the first organized trade union in the history of Indian seafarers under the name of National Union of Seamen of India, NUSI, and was its founder president. In all his efforts, his family supported him throughout, even at times mortgaging household belongings for the cause of the union activities. The world was once again engulfed in a crisis which destroyed peace during the Second World War from 1939 to 1945. It is recorded that 6,531 seafarers gave their lives serving in the Royal Navy. Now, under the banner of the National Union of Seamen of India, the seafarers demanded 200% increase in wages and went on strike. After discussion with Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang, the British government called the shipowners engaging the Indian seafarers. During the hectic discussions which followed, it was decided that there will be 100% increase in wages of all categories of Indian seafarers. Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang was operating the union activities from 47 Old Nagpada premises. Later the street was named after him in 1975. NUSI was receiving membership of Rs 1 from 1926 to 1948, and thereafter the membership was increased to Rs 3 from 1948 to 1951, and then in 1952 to Rs 6. From this subscription amount, with much difficulty, the foundation stone of the present building of the National Union of Seafarers of India, NUSI, was laid on 6th January 1950. The building was completed at a cost of Rs 1 lakh, entirely from the subscription of the seafarers and the sacrifices of all those present at that time, including Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang. It was a proud moment for Indian seafarers to have a union building of their own. The National Union of Seamen of India got affiliated with the International Transport Workers Federation to give better support to Indian seafarers in foreign waters. Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang was elected from the Labour constituency to the Bombay Municipal Corporation in 1929 to 1934. In 1935, he was elected again and continued to be its member up to 1948. He was also a member of the Improvements Committee from 1942 to 1948 and also of the Works Committee and the Markets and Garden Committee. As a member of the Municipal Corporation, he used to take keen interest in several civic problems. As a social worker, he was always helping the people in distress. During an unfortunate communal riots, he was a member of the Peace Committee. He helped the poor irrespective of the caste and religion. It is on record that during the communal riots, at his own personal risk, he protected a temple in his locality by keeping personal guards on it for 24 hours, and he gave shelter to the inmates of the temple in his own house. During this time, strict vegetarian food was cooked in his house for everybody till the inmates of the temple stayed in his house. In the year 1942, due to the selfless and dedicated service, Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang was given the title of Khan Sahib by the British government. But later, in the spirit of nationalism, Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang returned the title of Khan Sahib back to the British government. Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang retired from active unionism on his 80th birthday and died on 2nd September 1963 at the age of 85 years, leaving behind a rich legacy for which he is rightly called the father of Indian seafarers movement.
It gives me great pleasure in welcoming all the seafarers, their families, the NUSI team on the occasion of the celebration of the NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day on 9th May 2020। साथियों, बड़ी खुशी से कहना पड़ता है, मैं कह रहा हूँ कि नेशनल यूनियन ऑफ सीफेरर्स ऑफ इंडिया, हमारी यूनियन NUSI की बुनियाद श्री मोहम्मद इब्राहिम सरंग ने 1920s में रखी थी। आमतौर पे जब हम कहते हैं यूनियन तो लोगों के मन में एक बड़ा नेगेटिव पिक्चर आता है। यूनियन इज़ अ ट्रबल मेकिंग बॉडी और यूनियन एजिटेशन करती है, मगर जिस पे बीतती है वही जानता है। आज अगर नेशनल यूनियन की NUSI की बुनियाद अगर श्री मोहम्मद इब्राहिम सरंग ने नहीं रखी होती तो आज जो भी कार्य NUSI कर रही है, करते आ रही है और करने वाली है, ये पॉसिबल नहीं होता था। तो इसीलिए 9th में एवरी ईयर जब हम NUSI फाउंडर डे मनाते हैं, हमें बड़ी खुशी होती है और उनकी याद में हम मनाते हैं कि उन्हीं के वजह से और जो दीगर जो हमारे नेशनल यूनियन के जो लीडर्स थे, ऑफिस बेरर्स थे, स्टाफ, एग्जीक्यूटिव कमेटी, ब्रांच ऑफिस और ख़ास करके हमारे सीफेरर्स, इनका सहयोग, इनका साथ नहीं रहता तो आज NUSI जो लेवल पे है वो आगे नहीं बढ़ सकती थी और हम इसके सब के बड़े शुक्रगुजार हैं। आज हम NUSI फाउंडर डे मना रहे हैं सोशल मीडिया पे, इसलिए क्योंकि आज पूरे देश में, हमारे हिंदुस्तान में और पूरी दुनिया भर में कोरोना वायरस का पैंडमिक चला है। ये पैंडमिक के वजह से बहुत बड़ा प्रॉब्लम है और मैं पूरी उम्मीद करता हूँ और आशा करता हूँ कि हमारे जितने भी हमारे सीफेरर्स हैं, ख़ास करके सीफेरर्स और उनकी फैमिली, सब सही सलामत हैं और गवर्नमेंट के इंस्ट्रक्शंस को फॉलो कर रही है। साथियों, इस पैंडमिक के कोरोना वायरस के इस वक्त NUSI ने कई कार्य किया है जो मैं आपसे शेयर करना चाहूँगा। ये हमारी कोशिश है। सबसे पहले तो हमने PM केयर्स में 25 लाख रुपए हमने NUSI की तरफ से दिए हैं और जितने भी हमारे ऑफिस बेरर और स्टाफ और ब्रांच रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स हैं, सभी लोगों ने एक एक दिन का वेजेस भी PM केयर्स में दिया है। साथ साथ हमने सीफेरर्स को रिक्वेस्ट की थी कि वो भी एक दिन का वेजेस दे एंड ऑल रैंक्स ऑफ सीफेरर्स 100 रुपये से लेके 25,000, 50,000 और 1 लाख रुपए तक PM केयर्स में दिया है। ये बहुत बड़ी बात है, ये इंडिविजुअल सीफेरर्स नहीं है, बहुत बड़ी बात है। और कंपनीज को भी हमने रिक्वेस्ट की कि वो भी PM केयर्स में उनके तरफ से कंट्रीब्यूशन करें। ये बहुत ज़रूरी है आज के दौर में हमारे गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया को हेल्प करने के लिए। ये बहुत ही सहायता करेगा इस महामारी कोरोना वायरस के पैंडमिक से लड़ने के लिए। साथियों, इसके साथ साथ NUSI ने जितने भी हमारे सीफेरर्स हॉस्टल में हैं और मुंबई के अंदर फंसे हुए हैं, उनका खाने का इंतज़ाम और रहने का इंतज़ाम काफ़ी हद तक किया है। Thousands of our seafarers, both on cargo ship and cruise ships, are awaiting repatriation in foreign countries. They are awaiting repatriation to come back home. Many of them have extended their contracts, and many of them they are just waiting on board their ships or in hotel in foreign countries, wanting to come home. और NUSI की तरफ से हमारी बड़ी पहल है, ये बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है हमारे लिए to get them all, and we are committed to get all our seafarers back at the earliest. हम हमारे सीफेरर्स को कहते आ रहे थोड़ा संयम रखिए, बट बहुत लेट हो गया, हमें खुद को पता है। भारत सरकार को इसके बारे में एक डिसीजन लेना है और भारत सरकार ले रही है। NUSI ने इस मामले में एट द हाईएस्ट लेवल विद मैरीटाइम एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ शिपिंग, मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एक्सटर्नल अफेयर्स और प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स ऑफिस और होम मिनिस्ट्रीज हमारा संपर्क में हम काफ़ी पर्सनल लेवल, ताकि हमारे सीफेरर्स जो आ जाए, जल्दी से जल्दी आ जाए। इसके अलावा जो इंडिया के अंदर जो साइनिंग ऑन और साइनिंग ऑफ स्टार्ट हुआ है, वो इट्स अ पॉजिटिव साइन। वो स्टार्ट तो हो गया, मगर उसमें भी कुछ 3 प्रॉब्लम्स आ रहे, उसको भी हम सुधारने की पूरी कोशिश करें। NUSI एकजुट होकर अलॉन्ग विद अदर स्टेक होल्डर, मैरीटाइम यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया, हम साथ में मिलकर इसको काम को अंजाम दे रहे हैं। फिर नेशनल सीफेरर्स ऑफ इंडिया का मिशन यही है कि हम ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सीफेरर्स के लिए एम्प्लॉयमेंट लेके आए। दे शुड बी एबल टू इंडियन एंड द फॉरेन फ्लैगशिप, ये हमारा मिशन है। ज़्यादा से नौकरियाँ आएंगी तो ज़रूर हमारे सीफेरर्स का फ़ायदा, उनके परिवार का फ़ायदा, खुशहाली बढ़ेंगे हमारे सीफेरर में। इस पॉजिटिव नोट पे मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है हम आप सबका साथ मिलेगा, सहयोग मिलेगा, एंड वी विश द पॉजिटिव आउटकम ऑफ ऑल आवर एफर्ट्स। और उसके साथ साथ मुझे बहुत कहते हुए बड़ी खुशी हो रही कि 17,000 रिटायर्ड सीफेरर्स और विडोज ऑफ सीफेरर्स, रेटिंग्स पैटी ऑफिसर्स के जो है उनके अकाउंट में डायरेक्ट नूसी ने 3-3 हज़ार रुपया उनके अकाउंट में डायरेक्ट भेज दिया। और जो रनिंग सीफेरर्स है, अगर उन्होंने 2018 में ट्रिप मारा है और अक्टूबर 2019 के बाद उन्होंने ट्रिप नहीं मारा है, इस दौरान में उनका एक ट्रिप होगा, तो ऐसे सीफेरर्स को, ऑल रैंक्स ऑफ सीफेरर्स, उनको हम 5,000 रुपीज उनके अकाउंट में दे रहे, और ऐसे 700 सीफेरर्स को हमने ऑलरेडी दे चुके हैं और प्रोसेस चालू है। 31 मई तक आप एप्लीकेशन कर सकते हैं। साथ साथ आने वाले दिनों में हमारी नूसी के 17 ब्रांच ऑफिस है पूरे इंडिया भर में। 17 ब्रांच ऑफिस के तहत हम हैंड सैनिटाइजर, WHO का रिकमेंडेड हैंड सैनिटाइजर भी हमारे ऑल रैंक्स ऑफ सीफेरर्स को हम देने वाले हैं, ताकि इस महामारी का, कोरोना वायरस के बचाव में वो सहायता हो। साथियों, इस दौरान में, कोरोना के बीच में, हमने सीफेरर्स गॉट टैलेंट, ये भी हमने एक ऑर्गेनाइज किया था, जिसके तहत हमारे ऑल रैंक्स ऑफ सीफेरर्स एंड देयर फैमिली मेंबर्स, they have sent in to the NUSI email, sent in their photographs, the drawings, paintings, singing, dancing, and many talents they have showcased, and it is all uploaded on the National Union of Seafarers of India NUSI Facebook page, Seafarers Got Talent। तो अगर आपके पास वक्त है, और मैं चाहूँगा कि आप लोग सब वक्त निकाल के इस हमारे फेसबुक पेज पे जाए, ताकि आपको पता चलेगा हमारे सीफेरर जो जहाज़ों पर भी है और जो किनारे पे भी, और उनकी फैमिली ने किस हिसाब से पार्टिसिपेट किए, बहुत खुशी होती है। साथियों, हम जो साथ कार्य करते हैं उसमें हमें बड़ा सहयोग हमारे शिप ओनर्स का मिलता है, चाहे ऑन द इंडियन फ्लैग और फॉरेन फ्लैग। शिप ओनर्स का सपोर्ट अगर नहीं रहता तो जो भी हम काम करते हैं, बिकॉज हम कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग मैकेनिज्म में विश्वास करते हैं। एजिटेशन, स्ट्राइक हम कर सकते हैं, ऐसा नहीं कि हम नहीं कर सकते, मगर हम करते नहीं है, क्योंकि हमारा एक छवि है, नूसी की छवि है ऑन द हाईएस्ट लेवल ऑफ कलेक्टिव बार्गेनिंग में। वी रियली अप्रिशिएट शिप ओनर्स के साथ हमारा तालमेल जो है, और जो फैसिलिटीज हमने जो दी है, जैसा चाहे वो स्वच्छ भारत हो, एजुकेशन के मामले में, मेडिकल के मामले में, पढ़ाई के मामले में, और इंक्रीजिंग द कैपेसिटीज ऑफ द टेक्निकल स्किल्स ऑफ द सीफेयर्स, कई मामलों में, ट्रेनिंग के मामले में जो चीज़ नूसी आज कर सकी है, उसमें शिप ओनर्स का बड़ा सहयोग है, और वी रियली अप्रिशिएट दैट। और हमें साथ साथ एक लेवल ऑफ क्रेडिबिलिटी, हमें शिपिंग का हमारा मैरीटाइम एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, DG शिपिंग और मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ शिपिंग का बहुत बड़ा सहयोग और मार्गदर्शन है। ये जब भी आता है जब एक लेवल पे हम पहुंचते हैं, हमारी इज्जत है नेशनली और इंटरनेशनली। तो साथियों, मैं ये कहना चाहता था कि इस नूसी फाउंडर मोहम्मद इब्राहिम सरंग डे की आपको सबको बड़ी बड़ी शुभकामनाएं, बहुत बहुत बधाई, और हम ऐसी मनाते रहेंगे। और खास करके इस मौके पे हमने उस कंपनी जो मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ वुमेन सीफेयरर्स लेती है, उसको हमने रिकॉग्नाइज करने की कोशिश की। दिस इज हैपनिंग द फर्स्ट टाइम इन इंडिया, और इसके तहत हमने उसको 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड किया। एक तो मर्चेंट शिप्स के ऊपर जो कंपनी मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ वुमेन सीफेयरर्स लेती है, और मुझे बताते हुए बड़ी खुशी हो रही है कि ये रिकॉग्निशन इस बार शिपिंग कॉरपोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया, जो हमारी जो भारतीय कंपनी है, उसको जाता है, क्योंकि उन्होंने बड़ी अगेंस्ट मैनी ऑड्स एंड एज अ चैलेंज एंड एज उनकी कंपनी की जो पॉलिसीज है उसके तहत ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वुमेन सीफेयरर्स को उन्होंने लिया मर्चेंट शिप। तो इसके साथ साथ दूसरी जो कंपनी है कार्निवल सपोर्ट सिस्टम, वो क्रूज शिप है, वो कंपनी भी इट इज़ बिकॉज हमने डिवाइड, उनको भी हम रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं, दे हैव टेकन द मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ वुमेन सीफेयरर्स। सो आई साइन ऑफ नाउ। ये दो कंपनीज को भी, शिपिंग कॉर्पोरेशन ऑफ इंडिया और कार्निवल सपोर्ट सर्विसेज को बहुत बहुत बधाई। थैंक यू, ऑल द बेस्ट, टेक केयर।
I have been requested to post a message on the occasion of NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day, which is to be celebrated on 9th of May by my good friend Abdul Ghani Serang, the General Secretary and Treasurer of NUSI, the National Union of Seafarers of India. Unlike every other year, this year the celebration will be virtual in view of the circumstances arising from COVID-19, the pandemic. At the outset, being a lifetime maritime practitioner, I would like to salute the seafarers of India and the world for maintaining the lifeline of supply of essential commodities to the citizens of the world through their unstinted services. I know we owe a large debt of gratitude to many frontline workers, including the medical professionals, the military, the police, the municipal and government officials, the banking people, banking workers, the logistic frontline workers, so on and so forth. But I would still single out seafarers, since they have been servicing for months at a stretch, being thousands of miles away from their home and family, at the expense of their personal sufferings and sacrifices, without many a times even knowing how their loved one back at home is coping up with this very, very trying.
Dear NUSI members, this year 9th May is going to be another landmark celebration of the NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day, being the first such virtual celebration. Taking advantage of technology and the digital landscape, I am with you on this day conveying my very warm wishes and heartiest congratulations to all of you on this occasion. I am sure all of you are taking good care of yourself as well as your families, and all of you are safe and healthy. These unprecedented times have challenged us, but have also awakened us to new ways. Today, surviving and exiting the pandemic unscathed is on top of everyone's mind, whether it be an individual, a family, society, or an organization. In the midst of the pandemic, NUSI's initiative of launching the Seafarers Got Talent on NUSI Facebook page, clapping for the seafarers, are so endearing and heartening, as these novel ways would have kept the seafarers and their near and dear ones suitably motivated and energized. Proactive at all times, exhibiting solidarity with the nation, NUSI's contribution to PM Cares and the NUSI Corona relief measures to retired ratings unemployed serving seafarers are highly laudable. It's almost a centenary and a quarter back that NUSI embarked on this journey and has evolved into being one of the strongest associations committed to the community of seafarers. I heartily appreciate the role of NUSI in inculcating the right mix of values and work ethics in the seafaring profession, which is the backbone of the maritime industry. SCI also acknowledges that NUSI has transcended beyond the trade union activities and has truly been a trendsetter in discharging its non-profitable and social obligations. Continuing with the values of the founders, the union is embracing the retired seafarers in its arena of activities, assisting the seafarers' widows and their families to study further, which is indeed representative of the spirit and ethos of upliftment and empowerment of mankind. It is also heartening that women are adequately represented through the Women's Committee in NUSI. I take this opportunity for thanking NUSI for being a trendsetter and recognizing SCI as the company which has employed maximum number of women seafarers on merchant ships. I consider we are now in the midst of another industrial revolution where your role is going to be very dominant. Due to new technology and changing demands, we need to constantly learn, unlearn, and relearn. Keeping in sync with technological adaptation is the noteworthy NUSI app, which is bridging shore to sea. NUSI's residential maritime academies providing training and statutory courses, strengthening skill sets, both the pre and post sea, along with the seminars and workshops being conducted for the benefit of the seafarers are all noteworthy. I wish NUSI all the very best for its proactiveness, creativity, innovativeness in all its future endeavors, and I am wishing, along with the entire SCI family, the entire NUSI family, a very happy NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day. Thank you very much.
Hi Abdul Ghani, I'm Steve Cotton. I'm the General Secretary of the International Transport Workers Federation. It's my privilege to send you a fraternal best wishes on Mohamed Ebrahim Serang's Founders Day. Your mighty union, the National Union of Seafarers of India, since the 1920s has been fighting and struggling to defend the rights of Indian seafarers on national flagships and on foreign flagships, flags of convenience. We in the ITF consider you one of our premier seafarers unions. Your leadership and those before you has carved out a space for you to be a major part of the maritime industry, both as part of the Indian flag and the international fleets. 2020 sees us faced with an unprecedented COVID-19 pandemic, and yet the values that created your union in the 20s are as valid today as ever before. Your day, the 9th of May, it's critical that we reflect on our history, your history. You've overcome many challenges, and this year we'll have to overcome more. The inability to get our comrades and colleagues off the ships. The ITF, Abdul Ghani, have been fighting with the global governments and the United Nations bodies to ensure that seafarers can be deployed and repatriated, and we can continue to move 90% of the world's freight as part of the global supply chain. All of your friends in the ITF, the 20 million transport workers from all the sections, say have a lovely day, and I hope you're able to reflect and build and come out of this event with the authority that you've always enjoyed, and build many more years of solidarity and benefits for your members. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy all my Indian friends. What a unique moment in time, and we'll prove that we can overcome any obstacle. Zindabad NUSI.
Brothers and sisters of NUSI. My name is David Heindel, and I'm the chairman of the ITF Seafarers section, and I bring you greetings from the world seafarers. There are many seafarers around the world that I work with throughout the year, but there's none better than the National Union of Seafarers from India. The fact that you have leadership as young and vibrant as you do is a testament to your organization. I work very closely with Abdul Ghani Serang, and I believe that the legacy that was left by NUSI's founder is nothing short of brilliant. The programs that has been instituted by NUSI for the protection and well-being of seafarers is nothing short of amazing, and I really enjoy working with your organization and look forward to many years of working with NUSI. It was just 3 years ago to this day that I was in Mumbai and I helped celebrate NUSI Founder Day. And it was amazing how wonderfully warm we were welcomed by all of the members that were gathered for that evening. It was a very nice, very hot, but nice evening that we managed to enjoy. And it was through your hospitality that made me feel very comfortable. So I know that seafarers have had some challenges of recent with this COVID-19 pandemic. We have been working diligently with industry, with UN agencies to try to continue the practice of crew changes that are needed to be able to relieve the crew and put fresh crew on board. One, because seafarers work 8, 9, 10 months a year, it's important, not only important, but safety as well as their mental well-being, that they get off when their contracts end. Because of the pandemic that has basically shut down everything, not only being able to get off in ports, but also to be able to fly home to your loved ones. It has been a challenge, and we work every day and have been for the last 2 months, 2+ months, to make sure that crew changes continue to happen. While we have met challenges trying to convince governments it's in everyone's interest to have crew rotations for the maritime industry, many governments have pushed back for their own citizens to prevent us from contaminating their citizens' pool. So the fact that we on board ships are healthy, and all we want to do is just be able to get home or from home to get to the ship to work, is been a challenge for us to convince the governments. The fact that the governments have closed the borders have affected us, and this affects the entire world population. Without the continuation of the supply chain, that's raw materials, household goods, and such, in order for that to be able to get to the store shelves, or for manufacturing firms to be able to create, whether it be automobiles, washers and dryers, all of this takes raw material. In order for that to happen, it has to come by ship. And we have been working very hard over the last 2 months to make sure that governments understand the importance and the role that we play in bringing those products to industry. And we have finally, we believe that we have reached a point where we have a set of protocols that governments could use to help us relieve some of the crews that have been working beyond their contract period. We have it has just been published by the IMO, and we hope that the governments from around the world will take this protocol and realize how important it is for the maritime industry to continue to move product. Without such ability for us to be able to effectuate crew changes, it will come to a point where seafarers will be unsafe and be possibly injured as a result of being fatigued and not being able to go home to their loved ones. So we need to work together to convince our governments, whether it's the Indian government, the U.S. government, the government of the Philippines, or those countries within Europe. It's important for us as members to communicate to our government what we provide on a day-to-day basis. We work 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and what we deliver on behalf of the world's population is vital. In order for that to continue, we need to be able to relieve tired crews and put fresh crews on board. With your help and the help of your organization, we can do that. And we believe we have reached a point where we can effectuate these crew changes. But it's going to take a push. It's going to take a push from you to write your right or demand of your government that they open up the borders and allow flights to come in so they could take crews to ships, as well as take the crews from the ships back to their home country. It's going to take all of us to push for this to happen, and with all of us doing that, we can achieve something that is beyond our control at this point. But together we can achieve that. On your celebration today, I would like to again send you congratulations, and I would hope that next year, when you celebrate NUSI Founder Day, that I can be with you in person. Until then, all I could do is ask you to remain healthy, stay safe, and God bless.
I would like to congratulate NUSI President, Captain Hiranandani, and NUSI General Secretary, Brother Abdul Ghani Sarang, and his entire team for celebrating of Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day, that is on 9th May every year. Maritime Union of India would like to pay homage to the legendary trade union leader and the founder of NUSI, Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang. Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang, at the age of 14, he came to Mumbai from his village. He joined Merchant Navy as a seafarer. When there was a British rule, and seafarers used to be treated as a slave. Less wages, less food, more working hours, 18 hours they are used to work, and they used to bring their own utensils for eating, own bed for sleeping. So much hardship they used to face. At that time, seafarers were expected simply unfair work and wage condition under British rule. Shri Mohamed Ebrahim Serang gave them a voice and fought against all odds to unite seafarers, to seek regular job, and the seafarers are sailing comparatively much better condition today. Under the leadership of Dr. Leo Vance, NUSI achieved two securities, that is Provident Fund and gratuity, for the benefit of the seafarer. And no doubt there was a dream of Leo Vance for the NUSI Academy at Goa, which they have achieved. Now it has been rightly said that NUSI is a union with a difference. Under the leadership of Brother Abdul Ghani Sarang, General Secretary of NUSI, and he is also executive board member of ITF. He is also ITF Vice Chair, Seafarer Section, and also Vice Chair of Asia Pacific region. He is a dynamic leader, full of knowledge, experience, and has steered the office from there on with professionalism, and he is also a great human being. Under his leadership, the union has engaged in various welfare activities for seafarers and for their families. May NUSI continue to be a leading union for its members always. We would like to ensure NUSI, the Maritime Union of India, will always work together, as always is the common interest of safeguarding Indian seafarers. The Maritime Union of India and NUSI have jointly worked together since the first lockdown was announced from 25th March to 14th April to tackle number of issues directly related to the corona pandemic, such as sign-on, sign-off for Indian seafarer, issuance of a e-pass, validity of certification, extension of contract with the Government of India and the Director General of Shipping. We are now working hard to ensure joining and signing off at foreign ports. We will miss the physical presence of all during the evening this year, but NUSI is showing our industry how the show must go on. I wish NUSI the best always and look forward to a stronger bond with them. Jai Hind, Jai Navik.
I am Captain Prashant Ranganekar, speaking as a representative of one of the leading associations of the shipping industry, namely MASA, and I also represent fleet management in India. On behalf of all these entities, I heartily congratulate the General Secretary of NUSI, Mr. Abdul Ghani Sarang, President Captain Hiranandani, and the entire team and members of NUSI on celebrating the NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day today, the 9th of May 2020. The spirit and enthusiasm of NUSI is indomitable, and this is very evident on many occasions, but especially so today when, in spite of the lockdown due to COVID-19, they have readily adopted the new technology to continue with this annual tradition of celebrating this auspicious day with same fervor. NUSI, boasting a membership of 100,000 plus seafarers, plays a very vital role in our shipping industry. Their approach is very collaborative, respecting the challenges of the ship owners, the ship managers, while upholding the welfare of the seafarers. In this respect, they have their ears to the ground and are equally approachable at all times, both to the seafarers and the ship owners and its representatives, to meet the challenges and give support by providing workable solutions to the industry. We have witnessed this on many occasions, whether it was an issue with income tax of seafarers, the piracy issue, the national calamities of yesteryears, or the current pandemic of COVID-19, whereby the crew on board are getting stretched beyond their tenures. In fact, knowing that the mental well-being is an important issue on board, NUSI has started a 24/7 psychological counseling service to seafarers on board, naming it NUSI Sahara. NUSI is also at the forefront when providing training to seafarers at its own training centers, most of which is either at no cost to the ship owner or is subsidized, and this initiative is called NUSI Saksham. This is for skill enhancement and is well known and very effective. NUSI likes to label its services to the seafarers as from warm to Tom and sometimes beyond. यानी अगर इसे हिंदी में कहूँ तो मुझे LIC की याद आती है जब वो कहते हैं ज़िंदगी के साथ भी और ज़िंदगी के बाद भी। तो NUSI एक ऐसी यूनियन है जो नाविक और उनके परिवार के साथ सुख और दुख दोनों में हमेशा साथ देते आई है। In fact, NUSI is a unique trade union which acts as a bridge between the seafarers and the job providers, the employers, and this bridge is getting stronger with each passing year. It is a union of a different kind, with rich flavor of tradition and vigor, and always on the forefront in resolving issues for the betterment of not just the Indian seafarer it serves, but the shipping industry at large, which is indeed the backbone of the global trade. Wishing many more jubilant celebrations to NUSI and its enthusiastic and compassionate leader, Mr. Abdul Ghani Sarang, and its president, Captain Hiranandani. Thank you, NUSI.
Maritime industry. I send my greetings on the occasion of NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day, which will be celebrated on the 9th of May. It is a historic day because this celebrated the birth of NUSI way back in 1920s. Since that time, NUSI has come a long way, from humble beginnings to to what it is today. For it is not just a traditional trade union. I think it is the beacon of hope to its members and their families. With over 100,000 seafarers as part of the NUSI family, it is indeed an encompassing unit that does not just the simple act of wage negotiations or traditional take care items. It encompasses the very life of their seafarers and their families. In the words of NUSI itself, they are there from womb to tomb and sometimes beyond that. Look at the various avenues that they have involved themselves in the lives of the seafarers who are their members. In welfare, in education, training, in medical benefits, in children's welfare, and in education and skill enhancement of the seafarers. I have personally been associated with NUSI for many decades now and have known Shri Abdul Ghani Serang all of this time. I think he exemplifies what a truly caring leadership should be. We often sit on opposite sides of the table, but we all know that our goals are common and that one sublime goal is the welfare of our seafarers. We have our differences, but I can tell you that in the last 40 years, the union and the owner side have never faced one occasion of industrial strife, and that is a lot to be said. There are so many occasions where we have worked together side by side and with our combined strength. We have worked for the taxation of seafarers, we have worked for piracy, we worked against the criminalization of seafarers, we have worked with the ratings to officers scheme, for FOSMA's mental health training and scheme, and especially in these very, very challenging times with this pandemic on the aim of bringing our seafarers home. Both NUSI and FOSMA have stood together and we are seeing successes come to pass now. I wish once again to join together with NUSI in celebrating this historic day of the 9th of May. I wish them well for the 9th of May as well as in the future times to come. Thank you.
Of May is celebrated as NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day. Each year, we all look forward to the gathering at the Sailors' Home, as apart from the festivities, it gives us an opportunity to meet with and speak to hundreds of seafarers, to hear their stories and share our thoughts with them. This year, on account of the COVID pandemic, this congregation of seafarers and shipping industry representatives is not going to be possible. By this message, therefore, I wished Abdul Ghani, the entire NUSI team, and all the seafarers, whether on board or ashore, a happy NUSI Founder Day. My first meeting with Dr. Leo Barnes, General Secretary of NUSI, dates back to sometime in 1981-82, while I was serving on an SCI ship. Without going into the details of that meeting, and there's some interesting episode and anecdotes there, the recollection I carry is that while standing for and defending the rights of the seafarers it represents, NUSI has all along advocated that the seafarers need to judiciously fulfill their roles in the running of the ships. The value of shouldering the collective responsibility is one of the key elements which has led to the strengthening of the relationship with the employers in the true spirit of social partnership. This partnership has evolved over the years to focus on NUSI's welfare initiatives, not only for the seafarers but also their families. Abdul Ghani frequently uses the phrase from womb to tomb and sometimes beyond, which I think sums up the efforts in a nutshell. My personal interactions with Abdul Ghani date back to over 3 decades, and we have always agreed on at least one point: how to improve the job opportunities for Indian seafarers at large and Indian ratings in particular in the global arena. The statistics are testament to the success of this effort of all the stakeholders, and I thank them all to make this possible. Last but not least, I would like to thank all the seafarers globally who have, during this pandemic, continued to deliver yeoman service to the industry in the highest standard of professionalism. Approximately 150,000 seafarers are beyond their contract periods and need to go back to their families. Equally, those ashore need to return to ship to earn for their families. The IMO has on 6th of May issued a roadmap for governments to follow to facilitate crew changes, and I urge all of you to use your best endeavors to make this happen as soon as possible. Once again, wishing NUSI and all seafarers the very best. Stay safe and God bless.
Sisters and brothers of NUSI, I want to wish you a very happy Founders Day. In the 1920s, your forefather founded the union. He understood the need for solidarity, for unity. He understood the importance of seafarers, and they needed support for their rights. Indian seafarers, seafarers from all around the world, are very vital to society, and especially during these COVID times with all of the uncertainty. You deliver the goods. You deliver the essential goods that we need to be able to survive. And I want to thank you on behalf of everyone for the work that you do. Today, your leaders continue to innovate, continue to campaign, and continue to organize, because we need to stand together, and you need to stand with each other. I want you to be safe, I want you to stay healthy, and I wish you all the best for your Founders Day. Thank you.
Today's the 9th of May, and I'm making this short video, this short message of solidarity to my good friend Abdul Ghani Serang of NUSI, the National Union of Seafarers of India, in recognition of the foundation of your great union, your great trade union in the 1920s by Mohamed Ebrahim Serang. A great leader, an inspirational leader. You've always had strong leadership at NUSI, and that continues today in the shape of my good friend and colleague Abdul Ghani. I'd like to express my sincere congratulations to you on this most auspicious of occasions, expressing our solidarity to all NUSI members and to all the staff and colleagues at NUSI, from all your friends, brothers and sisters at Nautis International. Have a great day. Thank you.
A very happy NUSI founder Mohamed Ebrahim Serang Day to all our Indian seafarers, and especially to Mr. Abdul Ghani Serang. His leadership has changed the way that trade union is perceived not only in India but around the world. Generally, when somebody mentions a trade union, the impression that you get is they work for the workers and the seafarers but against the industry. But when you mention NUSI, a completely different picture comes to mind. NUSI and Mr. Abdul Ghani works in partnership with the industry for the betterment of both the seafarers as well as the industry. I have been witness to his passionate arguments for the welfare of the seafarers and equally passionate actions for the betterment of the industry. As you know, during this COVID crisis, many of our seafarers are stranded around the world. Many on cruise ships where there are no longer any passengers. Mr. Abdul Ghani is partnering with the industry and lobbying with the government actively to bring back all these seafarers. I'd like to thank him for all his efforts and support in this endeavor. Once again, I'd like to wish all the members of NUSI and the office bearers of NUSI a very happy Founders Day. Let's work together and partner together to make a mark in the global shipping industry. Jai Navik, Jai Hind.
साथियों नमस्कार, मेरा नाम संगम त्रिपाठी है और मैं ITF एशिया पैसिफिक रीजन में असिस्टेंट रीजनल सेक्रेटरी के तौर पे दिल्ली ऑफिस में काम करता हूँ। साथियों, मैं आपको मुबारकबाद देना चाहता हूँ NUSI फाउंडेशन डे, जिसको हम NUSI फाउंडर डे भी कहते हैं, 9 मई के उपलक्ष्य में। और 9 मई हर साल आप लोग मनाते हैं मोहम्मद इब्राहिम सेरंग की याद में। मोहम्मद इब्राहिम सेरंग जो थे वो फाउंडर जनरल सेक्रेटरी थे NUSI के, और हालांकि NUSI की स्थापना जो है वो 1896 में हो गई थी, लेकिन 1920 के आसपास ही जो है वो NUSI का ढांचा, NUSI का स्ट्रक्चर जो है वो सही तरीके से बनाने का काम, और उसके फर्स्ट जनरल सेक्रेटरी जो पहले उसके मुख्य सचिव थे वो मोहम्मद इब्राहिम सेरंग साहब थे। और मोहम्मद इब्राहिम सेरंग साहब की याद में हर वर्ष 9 मई को मनाया जाता है। इस साल कुछ परिस्थिति अलग है। कोरोना वायरस की वजह से शायद आप बड़े जलसे में भाग नहीं ले पाएंगे, और इसीलिए NUSI प्रयास कर रही है कि फिर भी हम इस दिवस को मनाएं। और जैसे मैं आपसे बात कर रहा हूँ ऑनलाइन, तो एक वर्चुअल सेलिब्रेशन जो है वो NUSI फाउंडर डे का मनाया जाए। 125 साल पुरानी आपकी यूनियन है, और इस 125 साल में NUSI बहुत सारे अचीवमेंट्स करती हुई आगे बढ़ चुकी है। आज पूरे देश में आपकी यूनियन के लगभग 16 ब्रांचेस हैं, और हर तरीके से NUSI जो है वो सीफेरर्स के लिए निरंतर काम करती जा रही है। चाहे वो आपके वेजेस और वर्किंग कंडीशंस का मामला हो, तो इंडियन फ्लैगशिप्स पे NMB एग्रीमेंट्स जो होते हैं वो NUSI आपके लिए नेगोशिएट करती है। फॉरेन फ्लैगशिप्स पे ITF अप्रूव्ड एग्रीमेंट्स NUSI आपके लिए नेगोशिएट करती है। NUSI के कई सारे ट्रस्ट्स हैं, और कई ट्रेनिंग कोर्सेज होते रहते हैं रेगुलरली, चाहे वो हार्ड स्किल एनहांसमेंट हो या सॉफ्ट स्किल एनहांसमेंट्स हो। मैरीटाइम एकेडमी है NUSI की, गोवा में और नावा में। NUSI कई तरीके से अपने रेटिंग्स और पेटी ऑफिसर्स के बच्चों की पढ़ाई लिखाई के लिए, हायर एजुकेशन के लिए मदद करती है, ग्रांट्स देती है, इंटरेस्ट फ्री लोन्स देती है, मेडिकल बेनिफिट्स प्रदान करती है NUSI रेटिंग्स के लिए, उनके फैमिली मेम्बर्स के लिए। जो सीफेरर्स रिटायर हो जाते हैं या जिन सीफेरर्स की मौत हो जाती है, उनकी विडोज के लिए NUSI उनको सहयोग देती है। आप सब NUSI सहारा के बारे में जानते हैं। तो कहने का मतलब ये है कि NUSI सिर्फ जो है वो वर्कर्स के आर्थिक अधिकारों के लिए ही नहीं लड़ती है, लेकिन उनका ऑलराउंड डेवलपमेंट, उनका हर तरह का वेलबींग की ओर NUSI का ध्यान रहता है। और इसीलिए हम कह सकते हैं कि NUSI अपने आप में एक बहुत ही यूनिक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हमारे देश में है। अब आज की परिस्थिति में भी, जबकि पूरे दुनिया को कोरोना वायरस ने घेर रखा है, तो हम हमेशा ये कहते हैं कि इस मामले में सीफेरर्स जो हैं वो एक बड़े यूनिक किस्म के वर्कर हैं। दुनिया के कई सेक्टर्स के वर्कर्स जो हैं वो आज घर में बैठे हुए हैं, लेकिन सीफेरर्स ऐसे वर्कर्स हैं कि जो निरंतर अपनी ड्यूटी को निभा रहे हैं। क्योंकि अगर आपने काम करना बंद कर दिया तो दुनिया का सारा व्यापार, दुनिया की सारी इकोनॉमी जो है वो ढह जाएगी, गिर जाएगी। और इसीलिए आप लोगों को सलाम है, सीफेरर्स को सलाम है कि इतने बड़े पेंडेमिक के रहते हुए भी आप लोग निरंतर अपनी ड्यूटी निभा रहे हैं। और ऐसा नहीं है कि नूसी इस बात से अवगत नहीं है या नूसी इस बात को समझती नहीं है। मैं आपको बता सकता हूं कि आज पिछले 1 महीने से नूसी निरंतर ये प्रयास कर रही है सरकार के ऊपर। आपको पता है कि कई देशों के इंटरनेशनल बॉर्डर्स जो हैं वो बंद कर दिए गए, भारत भी उसमें शामिल था, और नूसी निरंतर इस बात से चिंतित थी कि जिन क्रू मेंबर्स के कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स पूरे हो गए हैं, 10 महीने हो गए, 11 महीने हो गए, तो आखिरकार उनको घर वापस कब लाया जाएगा। और इस निरंतर प्रयास का ही नतीजा है कि अभी 1 हफ्ते पहले सरकार ने फाइनली ये तय किया कि क्रू चेंज जो है वो उसको अमल में लाया जाए। अभी भी नूसी निरंतर प्रयासरत है कि जो सीफेरर्स बाहर देशों में फंसे हुए हैं क्योंकि फ्लाइट्स अवेलेबल नहीं हैं, उनको कैसे जल्दी से जल्दी लाया जाए। और फिर से नूसी के प्रेशर की वजह से ही हाल ही में सरकार ने ये वायदा किया है कि इस हफ्ते से या अगले हफ्ते से सीफेरर्स को भी वापस लाने का काम किया जाएगा। तो संक्षिप्त में अगर कहा जाए तो आप अपनी यूनियन से, नूसी से बहुत प्यार करते हैं और इसी का नतीजा है, यही कारण है कि नूसी भी हमेशा ये प्रयत्न में लगी रहती है कि किस तरह से सीफेरर्स के लिए और ज़्यादा कुछ किया जाए, कुछ और नई स्कीम्स बनाई जाए, कुछ और उनके नए फ़ायदे उनको दिलवाए जाएं। सलाम है आपकी यूनियन को। मैं ख़त्म करने से पहले सिर्फ एक ही बात कहूँगा साथियों कि इस यूनियन को बनाए रखना, इसकी ताकत को निरंतर मजबूत करना, यह आपका दायित्व है। सीफेरर जिंदाबाद, नूसी जिंदाबाद।